I think we live in a crazy-making kind of world. And the reason that I've come to that conclusion is because I've listened to so many people describe to me how it is that they cope in the environment that they meet every morning when they walk out the door. Now, fast food girl has McDonald's beat because her strategy is this. She makes her meals in a blender so she can save the time it takes to chew. No Go Boy was a young man in one session who bragged so proudly to me that he actually, in long meetings, takes fewer bathroom breaks than any of his associates. It's like bladder control, Olympic event, badge of honor. I had an older fellow in one session who says, well, you tell that young man that won't be true for long. Perpetual Motion Man was all loaded up, as many business travelers are. He had his rollerboard suitcase back here. He had his briefcase clamped under this armpit. He had his overcoat thrown over this shoulder. He had his cell phone on and in conversation with his boarding pass flapping in the wind behind him. And he was on the go, moving, 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 moving. And he got to the escalator and just continued to step right on. Well, the escalator spit him back out. He didn't even miss a beat. He just stepped back on again, and of course, it spit him back out. Now, what do you know about this escalator? He's trying to go down the up escalator, of course. We can see that, any fool can see that, but Perpetual Motion Man cannot see that. And he says to the fellow on the other end of the cell phone, hang on a moment, I've got a situation. And then he steps back and he proceeds to give this escalator the dirtiest look I have ever seen anybody give a piece of equipment. Because of course he has places to go, people to see, and things to do. I'd also like you to meet a lovely, lovely woman from Newfoundland who was in one of the programs that I did not too long ago. And you know, we talk about Newfoundland as the rock. Well, this lady was one large lady. And she stood up at the back of the room and she said, I am the queen of multitasking. And who would dispute her claim? And she says, I personally know that as the queen of multitasking, that I am overdoing it when I find myself standing in the shower in the morning and I can't remember what I've washed. Now this is an image that's burned into my brain. You know, did I start at the top, working my way down the bottom, I'm working my way back up? I can't remember. I was at Waskesiu not too long ago, and Dave and I were walking along the lake enjoying the day, and out of nowhere comes from behind us this quick stop, march, 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 march. You can actually hear his feet crunching on the gravel, and as he comes by us, he pulls his radio, two-way radio out of his pocket, and he goes crackle, crackle, crackle. He gets someone on the other end, and he says, I am 5 minutes from the campground, start the barbecue.